go. Let's see here. Righty. All right, people, I'm just hanging out, testing this system, making sure that it works. I've been having a lot of Wi-Fi problems lately. I'm also finding out from people they're not getting the notifications, so I don't know what to do or what to say about that. I also put up 3 new readings. I'm sorry, 4. 1 for fire signs, 1 for water, 1 for air, and 1 for earth. So this is your monthly reading for August. So I hope you guys get a chance to go look at those. Please like and subscribe to those. And, leave comments. Let me know. Also, look back at July's. Look at your sign for July and see how that went. And if it resonated with what was happening, go back and leave a comment for that as well so people can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, so last night I was trying to get on. I was testing the system, and it was just glitching. It was glitching. It wasn't working. I think it went on for like 4 seconds or whatever, and it was completely black. And then even today, I don't know if there's volume here, if you guys can hear me or not. I don't know what's going on. Kind of hoping somebody gets on so they could tell me if they can actually hear the microphone or not. Let me just see. So I'm using the built-in mic because I had to get rid of the other big microphone that was here because it was so heavy. It was pulling down the wood thing that it was on. And for now, I'm using the mic. So I'm just kind of seeing, just playing around with shit and see how it all works. Hopefully, I could. And then I will eventually, I have a little mic that I use when I make my recordings. So I might end up using that one. I don't even know. And then it says reduce mic background noise. Does anybody use that? Do you think that's good? Just playing around with different things here. Just kind of want to see what's going to work out best. All right, let's close this out. Like I said, I know it's Sunday afternoon and it's gorgeous out. So I know a lot of people out doing stuff. Care Bear is out shopping for the kids because apparently it's tax-free day on school supplies. So she's got it, even though her kids don't go to school. Now I'm messing with you, Care Bear. I know your kids go to school. You're a wonderful, wonderful mother. That's why I tease you about it, because I know you're a great mother. And I think Selena's doing homework and collecting foraging leaves because apparently the universe has shined on her. And she's waking up, and in her backyard, she keeps finding all these exotic plants that never existed there before. So it's almost like Santa Muerte is just like blessing her and guiding her to a new direction in her spirituality and helping her to find all these things. She was telling me she found St. John's wort. Yes. God, so many things. She was reading off a whole list. Mugwort, I think, was one of them, maybe. I don't know. But you could go on her channel, Selena Essence of the Moon, if you don't know who she is. She's amazing. She's a very, very powerful witch. And I say that because whenever her and I talk and I say something, soon after it manifests, or if we're mentioning somebody's name, that same day that person will call me and just to chit chat. So she's very, very powerful. So if you, and I know she makes oils and all those things. So if you ever are interested, she's a reader, so contact her directly. She's really, really good. Also, the Vale Cottage Witch, Joey, she's also in a how do you say that word? Apothecary, where she makes all kind of oils and ointments and spells. She's also great, and she has her own channel, and she does a plant series where she does a deep dive into plants, and she does one at a time, and they're really, really amazing. You learn so much. She goes through the whole municipal history of it and how they were used by different cultures as well, and how you could use them today. I mean, she's also very, very talented with that. There's a lot of people out there. I mean, there's a lot of really, really intelligent, talented, strong practitioners out there. You wouldn't even know it. These are like the people that you go out. Hey, Sherry. Sherry's on. Sherry and I were just talking on the phone a little bit. And I was trying to get onto hers last night, but like I said, my thing wasn't working. By my thing, I mean my Wi-Fi, not my thing. You got to be careful with Sherry because she's quick. But it wasn't working. And then she had a guest on already, so I didn't want to intrude. But one day I will stay up late and be a guest on Sherry Voices of the Swamp. Sherry, did you want a reading while you're here? Because you always read for everybody else. Do you want a reading? Just write it in there and I'll give you. Can you hear me? I guess you can because you're doing happy laughter because I said something fresh to you. Yeah. For just recording this, but for those of you who do not know Sherry from Voices from the Swamp, that is another very, very powerful reader. And she does political shows. And okay, Sherry, do you want a general or do you want to have a specific question? How will this week go for me? All right, let's see. How will this week go for you? Okay. Sherry, I'm so sorry. It's always scary when the tarot reader says, I'm so sorry. So you asked how this week goes for you. This week, it's going to start out a little rough. Okay. You're starting out with the 10 of Swords for the week. So it's going to feel a little rough. You're going to feel like there's a lot of people breaking your chops. There's a little backbiting and just a little gossiping. They're just stressing you out and you just want to But what's going to happen is you're going to stand your ground. Okay. And you're going to ride through it. And you're pretty much what, I'm not going to let these people get to me. I'm just going to stay focused. I'm going to stay solid. I'm not going to let them get on my nerves. You're just going to be like your strong, salt of the earth self. Okay. And you're just going to kind of keep it moving, but you're moving it slow because part of this is that they want you to hurry up and do things. They want to come to an end of things. Okay. Just because they're stressing and they're under timelines and deadlines, they're pushing you forward. This is more about them than you. And they want to push you. And you're like, no, I'm sorry, but, I'm just going to take my pace and I'm going to take my time because you know how to do it right. And if you start freaking out like they are, you're going to mess it all up, right? However, they are going to give you headaches about it. By the end of Friday, by the end of the week, you're going to have such a migraine behind all this, okay? Like all that stress, you're going to be like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend because I'm just tired of these people. And you're just going to give you such a migraine behind it. But don't lose sleep over it, Sherry. Don't lose sleep over it. And don't let anybody do to you or bully you in any kind of way. So let me know next week if this reading actually resonated with you. But she's hurried up and way story of my life. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. People, sometimes we read these cards and we think it's about what we're doing, but we don't realize that what's actually is that it's us in conjunction with others, right? It's us in conjunction with others at all time. We're not vacuum. We're not living in a vacuum. We're not in silos. So other people's behaviors, I know you'll have my back, so no worries. You know I got your back. You got your back. This goes to that black salt that we sent you. If you're in an office, take that black salt and put it in your doorway. if you're not in an office and you have a desk or cubicle, get like a little satchel, put the black salt in it. I think I sent you a prayer ritual, a ritual prayer to say with it. And you could just hang that satchel on your desk somewhere. People won't even know what it is. And that'll help to keep these knuckleheads away from you. Also, the sprays that you got, take them to work. Just spray it around. People just think it's a little air freshener thing. But it'll take all that negativity out of your personal environment, you know? Oh, see, yeah. So let me tell you, if you have your own office, put it in your doorway, okay? Trust and believe. If you do it, anybody who wants to come in and stress you or hurt you, have bad intentions or negativity, you're going to see they're not going to be able to cross that threshold. I did it at my job. I put it there, and some person who is causing me harm, I watch. Every time she wants to come in, she kind of gets stuck right there on the threshold. It's like she can't, there's like an invisible barrier. She can't cross it. And she ends up talking to me from the hallway because she can't cross it. And every Monday, because on the weekends, the cleaning ladies vacuum everything out. Every Monday, I put it back. I sprinkle it there again on the threshold, and it happens. And then I use the sage spray to cleanse it, you know? Yeah, try it. And okay, here's what I want you to do. Promise me you're going to do it. And then give it a couple of weeks, and I want you to do a video talking about it, talking about the black salt, talking about the sage spray, and if it's working or not, and how it's working, okay? I want you to do a testimonial video on the black salt that you got in the sage sprays, you know, because that'll be cute to see, you know? Okay, I'm going to send you the prayer again that goes with it. You can always make up your own too, if you know, but I'll scan it and I'll email it to you. Hey Elizabeth, what's up, my girl? Okay, for those of you who are gonna watch this video later on, Elizabeth, the more intuitive me. She does great reading. She pulls a card every day, every other day. She does a reading. She's also a very spiritual person, very strong person. You gotta subscribe to her channel as well. Okay, speaking of, let me just make her a mod while we're here. Oh, why isn't this? Let me see. How do I make you a mod, Elizabeth? I'm trying not to get rid of you. Let me try it this way. Hold on. Maybe this is the way I got to do it. I'm switching over to Facebook. And let me see if I can do it through here. Yes, add as moderator. Okay. Just reading this for a minute because I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between a managing moderator, and Stan. I'm just going to put you as a managing because you're okay. All right. So now you're a mod too. Sherry's a mod. You're a mod. Everybody's a mod. And Sherry and Elizabeth, you guys know each other, right? Yeah, Sherry, I realized I couldn't make her a mod through Stream because I'm watching this on StreamYard, so I actually had to flip over to my YouTube tab and make her a mod there. But I got her now. Pretty sure I got her. Let me double check. Let me flip over to channel. I'm going to refresh. Okay. Oh, man, I hope I didn't mess it up. There you go. Okay, give it a second because YouTube always has a delay. Yep. Okay, there we go. All right, good. Wow, I can't believe you guys didn't know each other. Interesting. That's amazing, Yeah, Elizabeth. Sherry is Voices from the Swamp. She's from Louisiana. So she's a good old Southern girl, just like you, because Elizabeth is from Florida. Um, but you got to check out Sherry's channel. She does politics. Last night, she on nights. Is it every Friday night or Saturday night? Sherry, you do what's called the Owl Show or something like that, where you're up late at night. I think you were on till 3 in the morning. And she has guests. Last night she had Ramon. Has her, and all they do is readings, pretty much. You know, but yeah. So and then Elizabeth does a little bit of everything right now. Cool. No, I haven't met. Okay. Yeah, please subscribe to each other. You're both really, really great people. I only hang out with great people, and I don't subscribe to not so great people. Yeah, you were on 10 Central, but you were on for like 3 hours straight, I think, right? Like you do marathon, like because it's called insomnia or something because you can't sleep, Ramon can't sleep. So you guys were up till like all hours. Elizabeth, I'm doing reading, so if you have a question, just put it in caps so I could see it, and then if you want a general or something specific. Um, I love this. I got to tell you guys. Okay, I found this deck within a year. I don't remember how long ago. It's a pretty new deck. Okay, it's called it's called the old style tower deck. Okay, and it was not expensive at all. Look at the artwork. Okay, however, look at this. But let me tell you a story about it. When when I got this deck, right, and I was like, okay, it's cute, whatever. That's how when I saw it, and kind of like I liked the look, and that's why I bought it. But then when I got it and I unwrapped it, even before I did a deck interview, even before I shuffled it, literally took it out, opened the saran wrap, put it in my hand, I had a flashback. Okay. And I was telling Selena, Essence of the Moon, yesterday about it because Thursday night she did that whole show on past lives. So if you haven't watched it, you need to go check it out. It was pretty deep. Um, but I had a flashback of being a gypsy in the 1500s, and I know maybe it's politically incorrect to use the word gypsy these days, but that's what they were calling me in the 1500s. And I was on the side of a road in Europe with one of those caravan uh, things, and I was reading cards. And right there in the dirt, right there on the floor, in the ground, had the blanket out, a little piece of wood, kind of like has a table, and I was just reading there for anybody who walked by. And I swear it was so powerful. It was a vision, okay, that I realized that was one of my past lives. That was, and this deck, I mean, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. I mean, many of you know I've had two other decks that I also love, love, love. But I think this deck has really become one of my soul decks. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I don't think I'll ever give it away or stop using it. It's just amazing. Look at the strength card. Doesn't it look like something vintage, something old? Like, you know, that maybe somebody found somewhere, And it's not. It was recently created. It's just the artwork, like, it has that style. Elizabeth, for some reason, you always remind me of the High Priestess. So let me show you the High Priestess card. Isn't that cool? All right, let me see. Okay, I'm working on the moon event, likely for September. Great. I want to see it. I want to be a part of that. Um, I get messages from dreams, as you know. Yes, I know. I recently saw myself in an apartment I knew so well, and I got up and sketched it. Oh, love it. Beautiful. Okay. All right. You got to go, Sherry. I know because you're modding some other lives today. So I know you're going to be busy. Yep. And thank you so much for always supporting me. And I'm glad you popped in because at least you got to meet Elizabeth and she got to meet you. Yeah, you two should do a collab. Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth and Sherry, you should. But yeah, isn't this a I love this deck. It's just I don't know. Like I said, the minute I felt it, it just took me somewhere else. And look, I'm going to show you. You know what I like? So here's the Lovers card, but it has a twist. Instead of Eve giving the apple to Adam, Adam is giving the apple to Eve. Okay? Because women always get a bad rap, right, for corrupting mankind. So that kind of just evens out the score a little bit. So yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so that's all I've been doing today is just doing some stuff around the house, playing around. I did Elizabeth, if you go to my channel, I put up the monthly readings. Um, I do them by elements. So if you're an air sign, water sign, earth sign, fire sign, you could see your reading for the month of August. Those went up today. So take a look. Let me know what you think. See if they resonate, share them. I'm trying to slowly but surely that channel is building its subscribership as well. And we'll see what happens there. This is going to be my retirement channel, just so you know. I'm kind of taking it slow because I'm not ready to be there yet, but I got how many more years? 1, 2, 3. I got 3.5 more years till I retire. So I need a supplemental income. I have to retire young because there's no way I can wait till 67. My situation. There's no way. Yes, you're fired. There you go. There you go. Go if you want. Go check it out now and come back and let me know what you think while we're live. What time is it? Let me just. I love this deck. Yeah. The King of Swords looks kind of gloomy though. The King of Swords, I don't know. Not my favorite King of Swords. He looks like he looks like he's major depressive, He looks like seriously depressed, like he needs an antidepressant. It's I've seen better kings. I've seen better kings. Let me see. The King of Pentacles isn't too bad. He looks kind of, down to earth, like, no joke intended. And he has pretty much a lot of the symbols to help you read that card. I'm going to see something. Oh, yeah. Now I wanted to see, so because, purple is a color of royalty. And I noticed that on the Pentacles, King of Pentacles, he's got purple, right? Because he's royalty. And then I went back, and so does the King of Swords. He also has a little bit of purple in his thing. So has a sign of royalty. This is a really, really cool death card. Oh, okay. Check out this death card. It's kind of spooky, right? And I just noticed he's got the sundial um, on his vest. You know how usually, not sundial, what do you call it? Hourglass. How deaf cards, he's carrying it somewhere, kind of like your time is running out. But for here, they have it embroidered on his vest. It's pretty cool. Mm. It's funny because, he's got that real skeletal look, but to me, he doesn't look scary at all. I guess because I'm kind of like at peace with death, as you all know. Ever since I got diagnosed, death never really bothered me. So, all right. So here's something I haven't been able to figure out, and I got to start looking into this more. Throughout this deck, certain cards have this little sprig growing. And I don't know why. Okay. So look, and it's not on all of them, just certain cards. But when I read the book, it really doesn't tell you why. But if you look at the Hermit, look, let me see, hold on. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why that's there. And I tried looking through the book and I've Googled it, but nobody seems to have an answer for me. Nobody. All right, let's see what you wrote. This is right, isn't it? And it's not that expensive. I got it on Amazon. I don't know. I think I got, believe it or not, I think I got it like $15 or something, or maybe it was on sale for $15. But I was like really surprised at the price, and that's why I just bought it. Yeah, the sub count went up. After I did that last impromptu live, when I just got on and started talking. I guess some people just saw it on their algorithm and started like responding. So I was like, okay, cool. If they come back and watch the videos and give me viewership time, that would be even better. But hey, at least it's going up. No, I like a Conqueror. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you're on the laptop now. Oh yeah, I can't do this stuff on my phone. Not at all. Not at all. I can't see. You know me. I'm kind of blind as it is. And I had to do. I did the live with someone. I can't remember their name. I can't say their name, but they had to use their phones. And no, it was not Lexi. It wasn't Lexi. It was somebody else. But I learned from that experience. So when I did with Lexi, I actually used the screen my computer screen to read everything. But I couldn't see anything on my phone. I was going nuts. Yeah. Let me see. I'm just looking through, see if there's like really out of the box cards. So the Queen of Pentacles, to me, she looks here a lot like the Empress. So this is one of those cards that when you are doing readings, if she shows up, you really got to pay attention and look at it twice to make sure you're not interpreting it as the Empress, and vice versa. You got to make sure that you're not doing, you're not reading the Queen, the Empress as the Queen. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. So actually, the Queen of Pentacles looks a little bit more richer than the Empress. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to show you. So this is the Queen of Pentacles, right? You got it? And then now look at the Empress. Doesn't the Queen look like she should be more of the Empress? She looks a little more lush, more fertile, more abundance, Hey, James Cowboys. How are ya? How are you, Jamie? Jamie, we're just bullshitting, looking at tarot cards from the. But if you, we're also doing a reading, so if you want a reading, just type it in caps so I could see it. Yeah, me too. I like the Queen of Pentacles more too. I just, to me, that looks like a better design of the like of an Empress than the Empress does. Jamie, do you want a reading? Okay. General, you have a question, message from spirit, whatever. Okay, 36 minutes. Just see something flip-flopping. I walked away from my best friend. She missed me. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the energy between your relationship, okay, and how this relationship is. If it's strong enough for you guys to come back together, or if it does feel like you two are going to be separated moving forward. How's that sound? All right. Because to know if she misses you or not, that's kind of like invading her personal space, mind, and heart. And, you kind of never want to intrude on somebody's privacy. It's almost like, spying on them. But we can look at your energy between the two of you, and let's see what we got there. Okay. All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Let me just show you. All right. So the energy between you two is that one of you is stuck looking at the back, the past. One of you is stuck lamenting about what was and where you were. And that's causing greater hardship. That's causing hardship for you. It's causing hardship for the other person. And it really feels like that relationship pretty much isn't going to go anywhere anymore. But however, one of you is really struggling with moving on. And that's the Knight of Pentacles that we see here. One of you isn't ready to move on. One of you is staying firm. More than likely, that's going to be you. I have a feeling that's more you, that you're kind of like, I'm not ready to let go. Okay. And you're kind of just stuck there. So let me just show you the Six of Pentacles, right? This is you. Okay. You're kind of trying. You're trying to give things away. You're trying to reach out. You're trying to get out there, but all that's doing is just, this is you. You keep trying. You keep trying to put yourself out there, whatever. But this is you feeling heartache. Nothing's really working. Okay. It's just more depression. And this is you kind of being stuck in this situation. Yeah. The more intuitive me, thank you. I can feel telepathically. Okay. Yeah. Trauma bound past life. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're trauma bounded in the past life, then maybe that's the lesson for this life is how do you break that chain? How do you break that cycle? It just seems like you're the one putting in all the effort, but it's not really working. It's not really meant to be. And you're the one that you keep you're hurting because of it. And sometimes it's about letting go. It's about letting go. Let's pull an oracle card because you're talking about a past life. Let's see what's happening. And all right. So from the cosmic journey, you got the card, there are no wrong turns. Okay. So that I'm looking at that card and I'm taking a message that there are no wrong turns, meaning that no matter where you want to go with this, there's a lesson to be learned. Okay. There's a lesson to be learned, especially if this is trauma bonding from a past life. You're here to learn something new. And no matter which way you try to go with this, you're going to learn a lesson. It could be, you can learn that lesson the easy way, or you can learn that lesson the hard way. Okay. So that's going to be up to you. You already know which way is going to produce which result. Okay. So if the relationship, if the lesson is to break that trauma bound and that chain, then it's all about letting go. If the lesson is about you wanting to stay in this trauma and not ready to let it go, then you're learning the lesson of pain, and of being obsessed with someone. Okay, so that's no way. So whatever way you go, you're going to learn a lesson from this relationship. Hey, Janet Lee, how are you, my dear? Yeah, looking maybe for closure, right? You don't have to look too far, you know? You don't have to look too far. Closure is there, believe it or not. You just have to make a decision to do it. It's like it's a door, right? It's a door. You have a choice. Do you want to keep that door open? Do you want to close the door? It's simple. Make a decision, you know? Um, so there's no need to look for anything. It's right there at your feet. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a very strong impression here that once that door is closed, you're going to be a lot more at peace and you're going to be able to move on. Your heart's going to be lighter. So, yeah. All right. Jamie, thanks for letting me read for you. Yes, direct changed me. Yeah. It happens to all of us. Janet, do you want a reading? We're doing readings. Let me know if you have a question or if you want a general reading. Get them while they're hot. And then, guys, at 5, I'm going to let you guys all go, and I appreciate you all being here, simply because I have 2 dogs at the door over there, hiding, like looking over the doorway, waiting for me to go feed them. They're adorable, but they're also whiny over there. Thanks. Jamie, I appreciate you subbing. Go to my channel page. Today, I put up readings for earth signs, water sign, fire sign, and air sign. So look at your sign and check out the reading for the month of August. You can also check out the readings for the past months. And let me know what you think of them, and share them with your friends. Okay, Janet does not want a reading. She's like, thank you, but no thank you. Mind your business. I don't want you in my psyche. I get it, Janet. I get it, But, I get it. I'm the same way sometimes. Like, nope, I need that mental privacy, that psychic privacy. Yeah, but Janet, like I was telling Jamie, go check out the recordings that I put up for August. Also remember, August 8th is Lionsgate. So right now we're moving into this very powerful time It's also a time for that of manifestation. Okay, so this is really a time where you can put your desires out there and really get them to manifest. Uh, you know, and I know a lot of people are doing videos and lives around Lionsgate, so check them out. I have a feeling that Elizabeth is going to do one because she's really good with that kind of stuff. Um, I probably won't do one here, but that's me. But I will be watching everybody else's. So, but I will be also doing my own internal ritual here for Lionsgate because I am a Leo. So that's really going to pull on me a lot. I'll look. Yeah, go check it out. Okay, I'll be live on my meditation group for that. Oh, great! Yeah, make sure that it goes out so I can get the notification. All right, guys. It's 5 o'clock. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I enjoy doing the readings. I don't get enough chances to do them, and I miss reading. But now I got it. Gemini, Cancer, we're good communicators and loyal. Yeah. Oh no, thank you for being my friend. Are you kidding me? Let me go feed these little doggies here. They're being very patient with me, but I don't know how animals, I swear, they have their own time clocks. They know. They know when it's time to eat, like 5 o'clock, they're at the door, time to eat. This morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, that's usually when I wake up in the morning. My puppy was at my side of the bed calling me. She was like, yeah. She don't bark. She kind of meows. And I looked at the time. I was like, oh, man, time to go feed them. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. And appreciate you all. Blessings and light. Take care.